have been feeling guided to share with the collective and people that I talk to. Um, how can we show up for ourselves during these very pivotal times for ourselves and humanity, right? How can we show up for ourselves when in true we're going right? We're experiencing deep healing, deep healing. How can we show up in times of distress and changes, having to deal with the transitioning and the unknown and uncertainty and the changes? And it's very important to recognize that when we are doing ancestral healing, where we are attending to the inner child and to the inner teenager, right? We experience strong emotions. It is painful. It is painful to see it, for example, with the transmutation of anger, feeling anger, sitting with anger. Ouchie. It's intense. It's such a powerful, intense emotion. It just burns and cuts through the inside and it take you and back into pain, and that's what it is. We don't like, I mean, it's understandable, right? We don't like the spirits of deep pain. I can relate to that, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's so powerful. Transmuting anger is so powerful. And so I can only speak for myself, right? But I have come to embrace the aspect of me that experience anger. And by embracing it instead of rejecting it, and by creating the sacred space, the space for me to be there and just let it speak and say and scream and shout, right? It really does take me into my childhood. When I experience anger, it's like I'm going back to being that little girl. And, you know, it just really triggers the sense of powerlessness and deep emotion, right? It's like it hurts me. It hurts and I want it to go out. But at the end of the day, the only way forward is by understanding and embracing this aspect of ourselves. Because when we can transmute anger into, love, then we become very and even more powerful. We can be very intentional, and we must be very intentional about how we want to work with this aspect of us. And in true, every emotion is just there to communicate something. It wants to let you know something about yourself. It wants to let you know about something that you might be ignoring, not paying attention to, something that you might be, covering up with smiles and yeses. You know what I mean? We do that. Yes, yes. And so, anger is really, it's that aspect of you that's going to say no. And if you get mad at me and whatever, I don't care, because it's a no. Because for some reason in that moment, you're feeling like saying no, right? There's something, it can be fear that is just saying, no, I don't want to do that. And we go into justifying and we do a whole thing as adults. But think about when you're a child and they are asking you to do something, you don't want it. And you're just going through a whole thing and you stand in your boundaries and no, and no, and no. And you ask, right, the child, but why? I don't know. Sometimes they say, I don't know why, right? So, when experiencing anger, it's just like I said, it take you back there to that place to being a child again. To being a child that is just saying, this is just not sitting well with me for some reason. And like I said, most of the time there's a kind of fear. It can be in the unconscious. We can be conscious about it. And now let's just be honest that we, like I said, we create all these stories, right? We go around the bushes when in true the root is we're afraid, we're experiencing fear, and we have beliefs about certain things. And also we are not wanting to experience pain again. And so we're doing the whole thing just to keep ourselves safe. If you think about the bigger picture of the situation, right? So being intentional about working with this aspect of us is very important. And having that awareness that when I am experiencing anger, it really is like I'm going back to my childhood. And this is why, we don't want it. And we run away from problems. We run away from confrontation. When it's through confrontation and problems and issues and differences, it's just part of the human experience. And I feel that that's something that we need to also become very aware of and have it here, like in our awareness. All right. Let's just make peace that sometimes there's going to be misunderstanding, that sometimes as human beings, we make assumptions. Let's just also become very aware that we're emotional beings. Doesn't matter if you're male body, female body, or whatever label you want to use. You're still a freaking emotional being. Let's just also add to that the fact that we have the celestial bodies and they are always doing their tricks, and we are experiencing the shifting energies, and there are lessons we're going through, and the divine will use us to show up in somebody else's life and also trigger the lessons. And so, bigger picture thinking. I like to tell people when I show up, I'm all about bigger picture thinking. Because when you start to take all these things into consideration, then you're like, all right, well, this makes sense, says the brain, right? A part of our brain. Okay, well, I'm going to make peace with this. And now I am becoming aware that I cannot run from it. I'm now becoming aware that when I'm trying to ignore it or run from it, when I'm not receiving it, then it's going to get even bigger. And so, hey, how about surrendering and taking it in when it happens, right? So making peace with the fact that confrontation is part of life, misunderstandings, that we are all fucking humans. Okay, I just cursed, but that was from passion. Let's just make peace with the fact that we're all humans, right? Hormones play a huge role. We have different designs, but let's not use all those things to justify, right? Because once again, we as humans, we love the justification. So let's just do all of this work from a place where we take accountability. You know what I mean? Let's own our humanness. That's very powerful. Owning our humanness is very powerful. It's powerful when we stop referring as this human experience as, this is just an illusion, this is all holographic, this is just whatever. We do all these things. We try to negate that we're here having a human experience and that we experience deep emotions and heartache and heartbreak. We also experience lots of passion, right? And joy and laughter. Let's just embrace our humanness and the wholeness and what it comes with this experience, instead of trying to make it all intellectualizing and not taking into the consideration the aspect of the heart, the aspect of the flesh, and the pain and the beauty and the growth and the cycles when we go from being a newborn, right? And then you're a child and you're learning how to run, you know what I mean? Then the experience of music and how you feel and how can it just change your frequency. What about the experience of romantic love? And also the experience of heartache and betrayal. So come on, let's just embrace our humanness. It gets so much easier when we try to run away and create new characters and trying to play out all of these stories that, it's just an illusion and blah, 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 blah. Illusion or not illusion, you're here feeling it. Illusion or not illusion, you're going to have to do the same work that I have been doing for years and years and years to be able to be here and say, damn, it's been hard. Damn, I've been putting lots of sacrifice. It feels so beautiful and humble to honor myself and my imperfections and my humanness. Thank you, Source Creator, for this day. Thank you for the experience of being a mother, of being a friend, and being a daughter, and being a sister. Thank you, Source Creator, for also the many times when I walk into people's lives and I share the divine light that flows through me, that source of love, and I share it with the world. Thank you. Thank you because I have been there for other people. Thank you for using me as a vessel. I just want to cry. You see, I just want to cry. I just want to cry because I don't know about you and your life and what you believe. But to experience the divine and to experience divinity and to experience purpose and to experience to serve others is so humbling. It's just so beautiful. And for that, I'm grateful. Beyond words. It's beyond words. It's just, it takes over. The same way that when I am experiencing anger and I go into back to being the little girl and being all pissed off, right now I'm experiencing love, the same love I remember feeling for my mother and my sister and my son. The same love I feel for my nephews and people in my life that I'm so grateful for. So let us just take a minute to embrace ourselves and to embrace truth. It's so important to stop intellectualizing life and existence and the divine. You cannot experience the fullness of your divinity, the power, the beauty, the healing that comes when you open and disarm your heart and when you give yourself permission to get out of the intellect and shut it down and you allow yourself to experience and feel. And because right here, right now, I'm connecting with my flesh, with the blood, with the organs, and with every living organism within me. And I am also connecting with the all. And I am experiencing a deep sense of love and gratitude and being humble for having this experience and for being able to communicate this and share it with others with the intentions that you can then get inspired to allow yourself to give yourself this gift, because it is a gift and nobody can give it to you. You can give it to yourself to truly experience what is to be so connected and to embrace the fact that how I receive myself and I receive life and I receive the divine and I receive everything and everybody else is a blessing. And it fills my heart with fire and passion. And yes, I'm crying inside because it's just coming from the depths of who I truly am beyond just the human experience. This experience, right? This is healing. Is healing that pain I had been carrying for so many years of longing. The longing for something I cannot understand, the seeking, the desiring is 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 love in action. Is love as a verb. Is love taking on form and shapes and vibrations and frequencies, moving through intention. This is love. Is love. It's the love I'm giving myself in the wholeness of who I am with all that comes with me. And it's also the love and the wholeness that I desire to share with others, with the plants, with the insects, with the birds, with everything. This is coming back home. The home I've been seeking in other people and relationships and material things and money. This is coming back home. And you can give it to yourself too. You can give it to yourself too. It just becomes a conscious choice to disarm the heart, to allow yourself to feel. We are afraid of feeling for many reasons. And many are understandable, but we have to open our consciousness and our minds and our hearts, right? To make that choice to say, you know what? The divine is calling me into healing. The divine is calling me home, back home. The divine wants to provide answers. It wants to show me who I truly am. What is the truth about existence, the world, others, revelations. The divine wants to show me miracles. This is about moving from reading things from books into embodiment, into the experience. And it requires for people to get out of just their intellect and to make the choice to disarm and show up open, cracked open, vulnerable in their feelings, in their emotions, and in their desires, and to speak about what's truly hurting. What is the divine feminine crying for? What is the divine masculine feeling regrets for? What is the inner child in need to? What is the aspect of you that is the mother, the father, the brother, the sister, the auntie, the uncle? You know what I mean? What are those aspects of you saying, desiring, longing for? This is the truth. What about the aspect of you that has been looking for purpose? Show me. What about the aspect of you that has been saying, is there any God there? Do you exist? Are you real? Well, guess what? We are being given an opportunity at this time more than freaking ever. Right now, the celestials are supporting us. And the mother is saying, there's a shift happening. And it's right here. Are you willing? Are you open? You must choose. Humanity is a crossroads. You can keep living in your intellect and denial and rejection, waiting for something or somebody else, or the money you believe you need, or the person you believe you need to just come into the experience of true love and wholeness and feeling connected, the connection. This is about, oh my goodness, I am experiencing what is to belong for first time. I am experiencing what is to belong. And there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. I belong all these times, but I was carrying conscious and unconscious expectations, stories, conditionings, programmings, self-imposed source of shame and regrets and lack and scarcity. I was living in survival, and so I wasn't able to truly feel how I'm received here in this plane of existence. I belong here. And what happens when you prioritize your spirituality and to truly embody spirituality? You are now received and so psychically, telepathically connected to the divine, to a higher mind, to the celestials, to the higher ascended masters, gurus, and beyond. I cry inside and I laugh. This is just love and it's passion and it's reverence. I feel the divine speaking and moving through me. My ancestors, my loved ones. And now this to be here haven't been easy. Have not been easy. But I'm here because I didn't give up, and I will not give up. Because I prefer to do this and allow my being to become than to fight life and live like I was before. Because I hurt myself and I hurt others. And I choose differently this time. I put down the swords and the walls and I disarm right here. And when nobody's watching, because there's a flame within me that desires to serve divinity, to serve you. And so today I'm serving you as the mirror reflection. And I invite you to continue or to start with embodiment of a spiritual life. To move from talking and just the intellect, the books, and all of that into truly going deeper within you, into your body, within you, and to set your priorities, to attend to your needs, and to prioritize your connection to divinity and your healing so that you can then experience what I am experiencing in your own unique way, as you are a beautiful, divine, authentic gift to the divine, to life, to existence, to the old, to God, however you want to refer us. Ask yourself, am I ready to embrace my divinity? Am I ready to embody the truth of who I am beyond the intellect? The intellect plays a part, of course. Are you ready to be dancing with your masculine and your feminine? Are you ready to reunite and come into an experience of unison, of true oneness and unity through wholeness, not through the idea of perfection, through wholeness, through vulnerability, through intention, through becoming an embodied divine being? There is virtues, a virtuous being. Are you ready to evolve, to grow, to give to yourself this gift, to offer to that little child inside you the gift of knowing, of experiencing, of embodying? What is to belong? What is to feel the divine and to have that beautiful relationship that then will provide for you inner harmony, inner safety, the true experience of what is to be interconnected with all that is. That, my love, becomes a conscious choice. Are you ready to be committed, to get focused? Are you ready to change your current situation? Are you ready to inspire love, unity, compassion, understanding, mercy through the full embodiment of true spirituality? But with this, I leave you. It's been beautiful. Thank you for allowing me to be here with you, holding this space. Thank you to the Source Creator for blessing me. Thank you. Namaste and blessings. Ciao, ciao.